My beloved child, pause for a moment, because what you're feeling right now is not random. That name that suddenly crossed your mind. That face you thought you had forgotten. That emotion you weren't expecting to feel again. It didn't come back by accident. Don't skip this, stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. Because there is a reason this person has returned to your thoughts, and it is far deeper than what you think. Listen closely. There are moments in life when the past doesn't stay in the past. It quietly finds its way back, not to confuse you, but to reveal something unfinished. And right now, you are standing in one of those moments. You tried to move on. You told yourself it was over. You convinced your heart to stay silent. But then, out of nowhere, a memory appeared, a feeling returned, a question you never asked, started echoing inside you. Why now? Why this person? Why this feeling, again? Stay with this feeling, don't run from it, because what you're experiencing is not weakness, it is awareness. Something inside you has awakened, something that refused to stay buried. And here is the truth most people never realize. Not every connection in your life ends when it seems to. Some connections pause, some connections transform, and some wait for the right moment to reveal their true meaning. This is that moment. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because what you're about to understand will change the way you see this person forever. You see, when someone enters your mind so suddenly, so intensely, without any clear reason, it means there is an energetic thread between you that was never fully broken, not necessarily to bring you back together, not necessarily to reopen old wounds, but to show you something you couldn't see before. Think about it. When you were with them, you were different. You felt something unique, something rare, something that made you question everything you thought you knew about love. But maybe, at that time, you weren't ready. Maybe they weren't ready. Maybe the timing wasn't aligned with who you were becoming. And so, life separated you. But separation does not erase meaning. Separation reveals it. And now, something is shifting. Not outside, but within you. You are not remembering them. You are rediscovering a part of yourself that was awakened through them. Let that sink in. This is not just about them. This is about you. About who you were. Who you became. And who you are becoming right now. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because here's where it gets even deeper. There are only two reasons someone from your past returns to your thoughts like this. The first is closure. Not the kind where you talk to them again. Not the kind where everything becomes perfect. But the kind where you finally understand. Where confusion turns into clarity. Where pain turns into wisdom. Where questions finally find their answers. And the second reason is transformation. Not of the relationship, but of your perspective. Because sometimes, the person was never meant to stay in your life. But they were meant to change you forever. And now, you are finally seeing how. Wait. Pause here. Because something inside you just clicked, didn't it? That feeling, that realization, that quiet, oh, that's not coincidence. That's awareness expanding. And when awareness expands, everything changes. You start seeing things you ignored before. You start understanding things that once confused you. You start realizing that what you thought was loss was actually preparation. Preparation for the version of you that exists now. And this is why they came back into your mind. Not to pull you backward, but to show you how far you've come. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because there's still something you haven't seen yet. Something even more powerful. Sometimes, when a person appears in your thoughts, it's not just about your memory, it's about alignment. Energy recognizes energy, and when your inner world reaches a certain point of growth, clarity, and emotional strength, it begins to reconnect with moments that shaped it, not to repeat them, but to understand them. And right now, you are understanding something that once felt impossible to understand. Why it happened, why it ended, why it mattered, and most importantly, why it still lives somewhere inside you. But here's the part that will truly shift everything. Are you ready? Because this is where most people look away. But you won't. Stay a little longer. What if this person didn't come back into your mind for you to chase them, but for you to release them, correctly, completely, and consciously? Not from pain, but from power. Not from confusion, but from clarity. Because real closure doesn't come from them, it comes from you. And right now, you are closer to that moment than ever before. Feel it. That quiet strength building inside you. That calm understanding replacing the chaos. That sense that something is finally making sense. This is not the past returning. This is the truth revealing itself. And in the next moment, something even deeper will unfold. Something you were not expecting at all. Stay till the end. Because what comes next will change how you see this connection forever. Something is about to become clear in a way you didn't expect. Stay right here, don't move past this moment, because what you're about to hear will connect everything. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There's a reason their presence returned to your mind with such intensity. And it's not just memory, it's recognition, not of who they were, but of what they represented in your life. Look deeper. When you think about them now, it doesn't feel exactly the same as before, does it? Something has changed. The emotion is still there, but it feels different, quieter, more aware. That's not coincidence. That's growth. Because the version of you who once loved them is not the same version of you listening right now. And this is where everything shifts. Sometimes, the mind brings back a person, not because you need them again, but because you are finally ready to understand what that connection really meant. Pause here. Let this sink in. What if the feeling you're experiencing right now isn't pulling you back, but pushing you forward? What if this memory is not a distraction, but a message? Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because here comes the part that changes everything. That person you once loved. They were not just a chapter in your life, they were a mirror. A mirror that showed you parts of yourself you had never seen before. Your depth. Your ability to feel. Your capacity to care. Your strength to survive something that once felt impossible. And maybe they also showed you your fears, your doubts, your patterns, the parts of you that needed to grow. And now, you are seeing all of it, clearly, without the noise. That's why they came back into your mind. Not to confuse you, but to complete the lesson. Let that truth settle inside you. Because most people miss this moment. They feel the memory, and they react. They rush. They reach out. They reopen something that was never meant to be reopened in the same way. But you're different. You stayed. You listened. You're understanding. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because something even deeper is unfolding right now. There is a silent shift happening inside you. A shift from attachment to awareness. From emotion to clarity. From questioning to knowing. And this shift is powerful, because it means you are no longer controlled by the memory. You are observing it. You are learning from it. You are rising above it. And here's the once in a lifetime realization most people never reach. Sometimes, the person you once loved was never meant to be your forever. They were meant to prepare you for it. Pause. Did you feel that? That quiet realization. That subtle change in how you're seeing everything right now. That's the moment. That's the turning point. Stay till the end, don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Because there's one more layer to this. And it might surprise you. What if? The reason they came back into your thoughts is because you are finally ready to let them go, without losing what they gave you. Think about that. Not forgetting them. Not erasing the past. But releasing the emotional weight, while keeping the wisdom. That is true closure. That is true strength. And that is what is happening inside you right now. You are not going backward. You are completing something that was left unfinished. And once it is complete, something new, something aligned, something real will have space to enter your life. Feel that space. That quiet opening. That sense that something is making room for something greater. This is not the end of a story. This is the beginning of a new one. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because in the next moment, you're going to realize something even more unexpected. Something that will change how you see love itself. This is the moment where everything you believed about love begins to transform. Stay here, don't rush past this, because what you're about to realize is rare. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. You thought love was about holding on, about not letting go, about fighting to keep someone in your life no matter what. But what if that was never the full truth? What if real love, the kind that changes your life forever, is not about possession, but understanding? Pause. Because this is where your entire perspective begins to shift. That person you once loved. You don't miss them the same way anymore, do you? It's not that they meant less. It's that you've grown more. And growth changes everything. What once felt like something you needed now feels like something you experienced. That's the difference. And that difference is powerful. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because here comes the revelation most people never reach. The reason they came back into your mind is because your heart has finally become strong enough to remember, without breaking. Let that sink in. Before, their memory carried weight. It brought confusion, longing, questions. But now, it brings awareness, clarity, a quiet sense of peace you didn't have before. And that means something has completed inside you, not outside, inside. This is not about them changing. This is about you transforming. And when you transform, the meaning of everything that once happened changes with you. Stay a little longer. Because something deeper is unfolding right now. What if that connection you had was never meant to last forever in reality, but it was meant to last forever in impact? Think about it. They shaped the way you see love. They changed the way you understand yourself. They pushed you into growth you never would have chosen, but now you're grateful for. And now, you are standing at a point where you can see it all, clearly, without distortion. That is not common. That is powerful. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because here's the once in a lifetime truth. When someone returns to your mind after a long time, it means one of two things has happened. Either you are still holding on to something, or you are finally free from it. And the fact that you are listening right now, calmly, deeply, without panic, means you already know the answer. You are free, not from the memory, but from the emotional weight attached to it. And that changes everything. Pause here. Feel that lightness. That subtle release. That quiet realization that you don't need to go back. You don't need to reopen anything. You don't need to chase a past that already gave you what it was meant to give. This is growth. This is power. This is clarity. And this is exactly why they came back into your mind. Not to pull you back, but to show you that you have moved forward. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because there is one final layer to this. Something even deeper, even more unexpected. What if the love you thought was about them was actually preparing you to receive something greater? Something more aligned. Something more stable. Something that doesn't confuse you, doesn't leave you questioning, doesn't disappear, but stays. Think about that. If you had never experienced that past connection, would you recognize something real when it arrives? Would you value it the same way? Would you understand its depth? Probably not. And that means nothing was wasted. Nothing was meaningless. Everything had a purpose. And now, you are ready for something different, something clearer, something real. Feel the shift. It's subtle, but it's there. A sense that your story is not repeating. It's evolving, and in the next moment, you're going to see exactly what is about to enter your life. Something you didn't expect, but were always being prepared for. Stay till the end. Because what comes next will change the way you see your future completely. This is the moment where your future quietly steps closer, without making noise. Stay here, don't look away now, because what you're about to understand is something most people wait a lifetime to feel. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. You've already done something rare. You didn't run back. You didn't react without thinking. You didn't let the past control your next move. Instead, you paused. You felt. You understood. And that changes everything. Because now, you are no longer the person who once held on to that connection out of emotion. You are the person who can see it, appreciate it, and still move forward. That is power. That is growth. And that is exactly why something new is now able to enter your life. Pause for a second. Because this next realization is going to shift everything inside you. What if the reason that old love came back into your mind Was to make sure you don't repeat the same pattern again? Think about it. Before, you may have ignored signs. You may have stayed longer than you should have. You may have given more than you received. But now, you see differently, you feel differently, you choose differently, and that means your next connection will be different. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because here comes the truth that changes your entire future. You are no longer attracting what you used to, you are attracting what you have become. Let that sink in. The version of you who once experienced confusion is gone. The version of you who now understands is here, and that version will not settle for less than what feels right, clear, and real. Stay a little longer. Because something deeper is happening right now. Your energy has shifted, and when your energy shifts, your reality begins to respond. Opportunities feel different, connections feel different, even the way people enter your life feels different. This is not imagination, this is alignment. And that means something important is already on its way to you. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because this next part. This is what most people never realize until it's too late. The love that is meant for you will not feel like a question. It will not leave you wondering where you stand. It will not make you chase, or doubt, or overthink every moment. It will feel clear, calm, certain, and the reason you can recognize that now is because of what you experienced before. Nothing was wasted. Everything prepared you, even the pain, even the confusion, even the ending. It all led you here, to this moment, to this awareness, to this readiness. Pause. Feel that quiet certainty inside you. That sense that something is aligning. That feeling that your story is not stuck. It's moving forward, and here comes the final revelation. The one that will stay with you long after this moment ends. The person who once lived in your heart came back into your mind, so they could finally leave your energy the right way, not through force, not through forgetting, but through understanding, complete understanding. And once something is fully understood, it no longer holds power over you. It becomes wisdom, and wisdom is what guides you into something better. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because right after this moment, your life begins to open in a way you didn't expect. A new connection, a new feeling, a new experience. Something that doesn't repeat the past, but builds on everything you've learned. And when it arrives, you will recognize it instantly, not because it looks familiar, but because it feels right, completely right. Stay with this feeling. Let it settle inside you. Because this is not just a message. This is a turning point, and from here, everything begins to change.